Welcome to the Alliance Educational Series. Our first collection of video modules helps you to get to know the Alliance. For example, in Defining Ethical Recruitment, we talk about why the Alliance exists. In this video, we discuss the hard work that led to the creation of the Voluntary Code of Ethical Conduct for the Recruitment of Foreign Educated Health Professionals to the United States, or the Code for short. So what is the Code? Who created it? And why? This module is divided into 3 sections. First, we provide a brief background on the start of the Code. Second, we describe how the Code seeks to influence the international recruitment industry. And third, you'll learn strategies to expand use of the Code in the recruitment industry. So let's start with background. In 2008, there were many reports of dishonest recruitment companies. Health professionals could report unfair or unethical treatment to the government or a legal system, but governments were not always responsive, and hiring a lawyer was too expensive for many people. Many interested people agreed that the government could do more and that civil society needed to do something about the problem. The Code was created to recognize that international recruitment needs to be conducted in an ethical way. A diverse group of stakeholders concerned about improving the industry's practices came together. For the first time, recruiters, healthcare organizations, migrant groups and associations, unions, and educational and licensure bodies sat at the same table to agree on standards for ethical international recruitment. Before the Code, no organization had ever tried to balance the interests of all these parties. After many months of negotiations, the group agreed on a set of standards for fair and ethical international recruitment. The Code also explains a series of best practices to help make sure recruitment is not harmful to health systems in the countries sending professionals. It even provides a new way to report problems in international recruitment. So, how does the Code seek to influence the recruitment industry? The ethical principles are meant to guide the practices of recruitment agencies and employers. Recruiters and employers that use and follow the ethical standards can become certified to the Code. We call them Certified Ethical Recruiters. You can recognize them by the Alliance seal. But there's more included in certification that isn't so easy to see. Getting Alliance certification means agreeing to be monitored, so that the Alliance can determine whether or not a company is using and following the Code. This first-of-its-kind monitoring of international recruitment requires certified ethical recruiters to participate in the Alliance Survey Monitoring Program. It works like this. First, the Alliance works with employers and recruiters to review all business and recruitment practices that relate to the Code. Then, we ask the health professionals that they recruit to complete 2 surveys about their experiences. We send the first survey after a professional sends a contract and is still in their home country. The second is sent after she or he begins working in the U.S. While the certified recruiter registers professionals to take the surveys, the answers are collected confidentially by the Alliance. This means that health professionals have a safe place to report experiences without fear. Survey responses help us to determine whether a certified company is using and following the Code. If a certified company is not adhering to the Code, the Alliance starts an inquiry, or, when necessary, mediation and remediation processes. The monitoring program means that certified ethical recruiters with the Alliance seal are clear, honest, and fair in their business practices. They are industry leaders and set the bar for corporate social responsibility in international recruitment. The idea is that as more professionals choose to only work with certified ethical recruiters, non-certified companies will be pressured to meet the Code's minimum standards and to agree to allow the Alliance to monitor their practices. In other words, this is a market-based incentive for recruitment agencies to achieve ethical standards that not only meet the law, but go above and beyond it. You have an important role in helping to get the Code adopted. There are 3 things you can do. First, tell family, friends, and coworkers about the Alliance Code, the certification program, and the survey monitoring program. You could tell people that the Alliance Code is the only code in the international labor recruitment industry with a monitoring system to regulate recruiters and employers' practices. Second, use the code when searching for a recruiter. If you're interested in working in the United States, look for certified ethical recruiters that bear the Alliance seal. Tell uncertified companies about these standards, and choose to only work with certified ethical recruiters. Third, use the code's principles as a guide during the recruitment process. The code is a useful resource. It can help you to identify ethical practices, understand the roles and responsibilities of you and your recruiter or employer, and make informed decisions that benefit both you and your employer or recruiter. By sharing and using the code, you can help to create a recruitment industry that respects and protects your rights, as well as those of the recruiter. In this module, we explained how the code was created and its importance as a first-of-its-kind tool in ethical international recruitment. We talked about how employers, recruiters, and professionals are all part of the Alliance's monitoring system for certified ethical recruiters, and we shared 3 ways you can share and use the code. Thank you for listening to this session. We hope you found it helpful. Please stay connected with us, and we look forward to seeing you again.